Alright guys, it's that time for another awesome siege battle. I hope you have your snacks and drinks because this is going to be a long, awesome battle. And right now we are watching the defenders send out some cav. And this is going to be nasty. This is a lot of cav and they're going after poor little Denmark, who's so far away from his ally. He does have one unit of cav to try to defend his force here, but it's going to be pretty tricky. And look at this, they're going right for the cannons. The general's bodyguard. Whoa, there we go. Come on, get a good charge. Oh, and he sends up the Norse axemen to try to, you know, take the charge, absorb the blunt power of the general's bodyguard. But he's gonna try to retreat his cannons away, and then we've got some more Knights of Santiago charging out. Here comes another charge. Oh my God, they are just harassing the Chivalric Knights here. Great charge. Here we go. Here comes another charge on the flank. But not only do we have like 3 units of Spanish cav out here doing battle, doing justice, but also we've got some strads in the back there from Venice. Oh, did he actually get the cannon there? Oh no, he just retreated the crew away from there. And there we go. The Norsemen are actually going to charge in and get these guys while they're standing still. So maybe they can get some kills here, get some revenge. There they go. But more charges coming out here. Oh, poor Denmark. He's doing the best he can. I would try to put your men in loose formation. That kind of softens the charge. But here comes the strads, and this is just cruel, guys. This is evil. Oh man, and this is a great example why strads are usually not allowed, or you can only get 2 of them. Oh my God, this is just Charge Fest 2015, almost 2016. A little happy early new year in a way, sort of. All right, so here we go, another charge into the, okay, yeah, don't charge after the cav like this. If you're in this kind of situation, stay behind the rams, put your men in loose formation, and hope for the best. And also shoot at him with your archers. The archers are not firing at the cav, so they're just gonna get harassed to death. Oh my God, this is too great. I mean, I feel bad for Denmark, but you know, I'm a big fan of defending, and when you can charge out cav like this and just harass the, I mean, they're just cutting through them like a hot knife through butter. That's my go-to phrase whenever they're cutting through stuff. But France is sending over some help. The French are one of the allies there. Denmark's general is down to a handful of cav. Oh man, here we go, and they're gonna, oh, this is not good for those Knights of Hospitaller. Knights of Santiago versus Knights of Hospitaller. It's a tragic world we live in. So I'm just glad that France showed up. They're gonna help slow down this cav charge. And it looks like they are gonna destroy the general's bodyguard, but Spain wants more. They want more blood. Here we go. Oh man. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh my, look at all the dead bodies. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But finally they've got the Knights of Santiago pinned down there. They're slaughtering the Knights of Hospitaller. So they must have a lot of good upgrades on these guys. Even with the support of the Chivalric Knights, they're having a tough time. But the strads are still healthy. They still have very large numbers, and they're going to continue to harass the enemy. They've killed 12% already. That is fantastic. Oh, man. Good charge there. France, there we go. They're going to pin them. There's no escape from them, for them. So they're going to be pinned between some French cav and some Danish infantry. There they go. They broke. And it looks like Spain's cav is pretty much gone. They just have to cut through this unit. They are killing the Hospitaller Knights, but there's a unit of Chivalric Knights here kind of attacking them on the flank there. But now it looks like the Hospitaller cav has been destroyed, and the bloody slaughter, the bloodshed goes on. Strads here getting away. I mean, strads are just a slippery cav. Oh no, what? No, Denmark, his general died. Oh my God, that's gonna be huge. Huge, as Donald Trump would say. That's tragic right there. Man. So the morale of the Danes are gonna be really softened up. They're gonna break at the first sight of collapse. Geez, the French are doing the best they can. It looks like Sicily is sending over some Knights Hospitaller to try to save his ally. So Sicily, France, and Denmark being on a team. And they've pretty much sent everything they've got. It looks like he's got some infantry kind of going a little too far away from his main body, his main force here. But I feel for Denmark. But okay, like the good news is that he still has a lot of infantry. He can still help out his teammate. Oh, just Spain is just ruthless. Just look at that. Finally they break. And the Strads charging into the Feudal Knights. Actually not really getting that great of a charge off. That's actually pretty surprising there. But I can't wait to see how many kills these guys get. Here comes the Strads. We'll do another nice little cinematic shot. Oh, no, they called it off. Forget the cinematic shot. So yeah, that's why you gotta try to have some kind of counter to cav charges when you're attacking. It's good to have archers. He had archers, but it seemed like he didn't want to use them. I mean, they were not firing, and archers are a great way to killing cav. Also, I think horse archers would be pretty solid for, you know, defending against these like kind of aggressive cav charges. But yeah, it's just really tough. It is tough, especially when you're facing two players that have like both, you know, 3 or 2 units of cav that are just out microing you because you can't keep up with them. Best thing to do is just hold your ground, use your archers, maybe bring some pikes, bring your own horses to kind of pin them down. And yeah, that's really all you can do. I mean, if someone comes after you with all that cav, just expect to lose some infantry. Just expect to lose some of your army, but do not give up hope. And keep your general safe. Oh my goodness, it is so tragic that they lost their general. But it looks like the Strads are doing a full-on retreat. Hey, what's going on over here? Looks like, what is this? Okay, he's just moving up his ram. Some Pavi's crossbowmen. Interesting. So yeah, the defenders are not interested in defending this wall at all. So if you're the attacker, all you really need to do is destroy one section. That's all you need to do. There's no need to waste your ammo on opening up a bunch of choke points, because even if he tried to defend this one area, his forces are too far away. And look at this. They're not even going to hold the outer side, outer hill here, defending the second wall. They're just going to retreat all the way back in, and this force is retreating as well. So yeah, that was a great aggressive play there. I'm not upset, but like, I kind of like it when people defend the outer walls. Now, I get it. It's not necessarily the best strategy, but they are going to retreat back. I think he's missing an opportunity of trying to hold out here. It's a little risky, but it could happen. But right now, Spain is retreating back, and pretty soon, guys, we will check out the army comps. I know it's been a little crazy start here. Now the Sicilians are trying to get revenge, charging in their cav after the conquistadors. They didn't kill a single one. That's amazing. They killed all of his cav, like 4 units. All of his conquistadors are all right. That's just a great start for Spain. Fantastic start. All right, so we'll get started with the army comps. We'll start with the attackers. We'll start with poor Denmark over here, commanded by Fearless, bringing 2 cannons, a good amount of feudal knights, some Norse archers, some chivalric knights, and some Norse swordsmen. He had a lot larger force, but yeah, as you can tell, there's just dead bodies everywhere. So he took a beating there. Really, like, the attackers lost 16%. It was mostly his army. Let's go ahead and check out the French over here. We have Joker leading the French, and he's got some pikemen here protecting his cannon. He's got some dismounted nobles. A pretty solid French force. The Aventuriers, he's got the dismounted chivalric knights, more Aventuriers, and more chivalric knights. See any feudal knights? Yes, he's got a good amount of feudal knights. So this is a pretty solid force. They're going to do pretty well. And over here we've got the Sicilians, commanded by Tried to Take Over the World. He's got a good amount of Norman knights, I believe broken lances. And there goes another wall there. Men at arms. So Sicily's really cool because they have a really diverse like roster for infantry. He's got some sword and buckler men, which is a good pickup, especially when you put upgrades on them. He brought a mortar, but the good news is that he also has a cannon. So that mortar is going to be helpful in the final push for the town center. And of course he's bringing Pavis and some broken lances here who are pushing up some siege equipment. So yeah, no need to fire any more walls. They've got it down. Oh nice, look at this too. Look at this, guys. Great aggressive play with the Pavis crossbows. Getting some early kills on the conquistadors. He's pinning them down. Oh, actually these are pikemen. But he's pinning them down with the Norman knights, and now he's firing his Pavis into them. very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the defenders. There's only 2 of them. Alright, so we have Spain commanded by Cool Vasilis, who is bringing a very, very good Spanish force. You know, the Feudal Knights, Chivalric Knights, Pavese crossbows, and Conquistadors. It doesn't get much better than that. And of course, he had a lot of cav that have been killed, but they got the job done. They definitely got their money's worth, and they got a lot of kills. And the Normans here still pursuing the pikemen, not letting them go back home. They're like, no, you will die. But the pikes are coming down, and they're going to slaughter these Norman knights. I don't know. You know, it's actually not too bad. But the Pavese over there. Oh, are they still destroying outer walls? Maybe that's Denmark over there. Let's see what Denmark's doing. I don't know. I hope they're not destroying, like, more than one gap. They got this one. I think that's for the French, and this one's for the Sicilians. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. If they're going to give up their position, don't waste your ammo. Alright, so now let's look at the final army. We've got the Venetians, commanded by Column J. Franklin. And, again, another Italian, like a good Italian force here. Broken lances, a good mix of like feudal knights. I believe he has a mortar right there, which is going to really help him in the defense. And of course, he's got the Venetian heavy infantry, the very awesome, very elite, and very unique. So I can't wait to see them hold the choke points. And Pavese crossbows. Unfortunately, he is not bringing any, or he's not bringing the standard. The standard really helps your morale for holding those choke points. Even though he has infinite morale in the town center, you want to use that standard to hold like the choke points out here, because most of the time people defend these walls. Okay guys, so I think what's going to happen is that they're going to move forward and start to bombard the wall. Oh, the Strads are back. Oh my god. Hold that thought. The Strads are back looking for vengeance. And of course the Venetians are bringing their Strads. Here comes Sicily. Gonna try to kill these Strads. Yes, they broke. They're fighting to the death. But this unit is still alive. God, that is sneaky of them. You know, that's really, really good patience there. And I believe he slaughtered the crew. God, that is good. That's happened to me recently where someone will have cav and then I completely forgot about the cav. And then I lose like a cannon or artillery. But good use of the strats. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and fast forward and start it back up once they start advancing for the second layer wall. Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen. So that was a fairly quick bombardment phase. It was kind of long, but it went by pretty quick because they had so many artillery pieces that they kind of just melted these walls. But yeah, we have a little engagement here. Some Norse archers fighting some Venetian heavy. Denmark's trying to get a little creative with his archers and try to weaken the defense of the defenders here. They've got Venetian archers up here supporting them, and he's sending out the infantry to try to stop them from getting too close and getting good shots off on the stationary infantry over here. One thing I want to note, guys, is that if you're defending this wall here, be very, very careful, because if you group up your forces, you see this angle right here? There was an artillery piece. Denmark was able to shoot his artillery. They're dead now, but they could easily fire down this road and it can just rip through your infantry. Also, they have a couple mortars and they can easily get some harass off that way. So you see the dead piles of troops here. That's because they were a lot more grouped up during the department phase, or the bombardment phase. I said department. The bombardment phase. So just be careful when you're defending the walls. Kind of keep your troops spread out. Hide closely behind the walls, and you should be okay. So it looks like we're going to continue and watch this little skirmish party. Denmark's doing the best he can with his Norse archers. I believe, doesn't Denmark have crossbows? I think so. I believe, excuse me. I believe crossbows would have been a lot better in this situation, because you can move them up like right here and just, you know, pierce their armor and get a lot of kills. Unfortunately, the archers have to fire in this, you know, in the rainbow, the arching rainbow there. So it's not as effective. And here we go. He's going in. He's going in, and he's going in alone. But it looks like Sicily is moving up his crossbows, which is good. They're being smart, they're being creative, and they're going to move up their archers and try to weaken their defense before they charge in. But this is not good for Denmark. Denmark should not go in first. In fact, he should be going in last. The other factions need to go in first because they're healthier and they have their generals with them. So this is definitely a big mistake here on Denmark's end. But you know, as long as he can get something out of this. Man, that is just a massive break there, guys. Just a massive break. The Norse archers trying to get some kills. Honestly, I would turn off fire arrows at this point because it slows down their rate of fire, and I believe it increases their damage. Some say, I could be wrong here, but I always thought they increased the damage, and also it makes them very inaccurate. So I prefer to use standard shot. I only use fire arrows when I desperately need to try to break my opponent. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Joker. He's such a joker. Moving up his artillery here, getting them super close. Gonna try to shoot at the defenses. And jeez, the defenders are not even really interested in holding the second layer. I guess they are. But they've got a lot of reserves over here. This is gonna be pretty challenging for the attackers. Pretty damn challenging. Especially for Denmark. Oh man, they took a beating here. But the balance of power is heavily in favor of the attackers. I know I'm hiding it right now, but if you want to reveal it, you can. Or if you're using a mobile device, then you can see it. But here comes some pikemen, and they're going to fight the cavalry. I like that. You know, the defenders are not just going to sit back and let them shoot at them. You know, honestly, yeah, I would just charge out. Like, bring the fight to these crossbows. He's got nothing protecting them. Nothing. Definitely, when you move up your crossbows, you want to have something nearby protecting them. You want to have infantry, you want to have cav, something to slow down, you know, in case the defenders charge out. Because right now, the defenders could charge out and get a lot of kills. You can cut down those crossbows, unless he's very aware of it and just, you know, runs away. But Denmark, oh man. Oh no. Denmark's troops are bugged out on the wall. He's like, how do I get through this damn wall? Damn it. So I don't know why this wall really bugs out, but they kind of like mosh pit around it, and there's a couple that, oh my god. They get stuck behind the wall. Like, oh my god. Bless their souls. Spain's just like, yeah, should we capture them? Should we kill them? They're like, just let them be. Just like complete, they're losing their minds. You know, what is war good for? It just makes people go crazy, trying to run through walls. Alright, so the Norse archers still firing, still trying to weaken their defense. And same thing goes for Sicily. I do believe they will be marching in their infantry fairly soon. He's got his men kind of lined up, ready to go. Oh, I hear a mortar. Oh, yes. Let's see. Is he going for this road over here? Come on. Mortar hits. Mortar hits. Oh, where? Oh, just in front of them. Oh, there we go. Did you see the men fly over there? That was awesome. I love the mortar. But, you know, honestly, in my experience, I feel like the catapult is a lot better, or even the trebuchet. But I still think the catapult is the best at breaking the enemy and getting kills on the enemy. You know, you turn on the flaming shot and you just rip through people and you cause them to break. The mortar seems, it just seems like it doesn't get as many kills, but it has a really good potential of killing the men, or like breaking the men. But the Norse archers here trying to hold their ground. That's a good volley there into the Spanish. Good volley. And he's got some Norse swordsmen holding them back. So he's going to get a point-blank fire right here. Again, I would still turn off that fire ammo. More rounds equals more deaths, more kills. So very, very brutal fight over here. And Denmark just doesn't have it in them. After that brutal beginning, the troops are just, they just don't have the stomach to fight. They're like, how can we beat an enemy when they almost destroyed half our army with cav? Wow, that was really laggy. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Medieval 2 just gets laggy sometimes. I don't know, it's just because it only uses 2 gigabytes of RAM or something like that. I tried looking up on ways to fix it, but I guess we're just gonna have to deal with the occasional lag, and it's still lagging. I don't know what to say. Back to this fight though. This is a pretty good engagement for Denmark. They've had a tough battle so far, so I'm really feeling for Fearless. He's definitely fighting like a champion. I like his fight. I give credit to him. Because most players, or a lot of players, not most players, but a lot of players would be like, nope, I'm quit, I'm out, rage quit. But he's playing like a trooper, and he's trying to break through the Spanish here. All right, here we go. The Sicilians are charging in through the gatehouse. My goodness, please game. Oh my God, that is bad. What is going on? But Sicily's trying to break through here, and Venice is eager to hold them. They're not really forming that V shape. They're just using one troop, one unit to hold them. What was that? Oh my God. He just fired cannons into his own men. What? Okay, hold on. We gotta pause it here. Come on now. Come on, game. There we go. Nah, kind of. Yeah, so what he did is he just fired his cannon, and it broke his Norman knights. Oh my God. Yeah, you don't want to fire cannons into your own flank. That is not good. Spain, Denmark, doing battle. It looks like Spain is doing a tactical retreat there. Just falling back. Sicily's kind of grouping up way too much. You definitely want to keep it to just 2 units, max 3. Even 3 is a bit too much. I honestly would keep it to 2 units at a time, trying to break through a choke point, because any more than that, I know I explained this like 100 times, but one more time won't hurt. The units in the back here, they're getting really tired, and they're not even fighting anyone, so it's kind of a waste of energy. Here we go, a nice fight over here. Only 1 unit's fighting over here. They should send a unit over here to this side. Oh, and the mortar is going ham on the sword and buckler men. But this is a pretty glorious fight so far. I mean, this siege environment, this siege settlement always creates pretty epic fights. I mean, most do in this game, let's be fair. Let's be honest here. But the feudal knights are... Looks like they're going to win against the Danish. The Danish. But what does Denmark have? Oh, he does have chivalric knights. Okay, great. So he still has a lot of reserves over here. So he just needs to keep using his archers, keep trying to push, you know, keep distracting the Spanish, you know, from this defense over here. And maybe they can help their allies, but Sicily is having a tough time breakthrough here. Oh, and he's sending in more troops. But Spain's sending over some conquistadors. Yeah, man, they definitely need to attack through all these choke points. You know, they should move up their crossbows and just put them right here and fire at these Venetian heavy. Make them charge out, and you can use that against them. Wow, even Spain is getting aggressive here. He's got some troops kind of charging out a little bit. But yeah, the defenders are not really forming that V shape, which I think is a crucial mistake. It's a bad mistake, because that really lets them pour in a little bit, and you can really kill more with less numbers. But here it's a bit more even. You know, it's kind of like a pitch battle. It's like flat, you know, straight line here. Both sides getting equal opportunity for kills. And the conquistador is getting really aggressive, charging out here. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there, conquistadors. But we got a lot of reserves, and oh my God, this unit is getting melted. They are evaporating to the very deadly mortar. I don't know what I was going to say there, but it's just slaughtering them. Then we got some Scots Guard over here. They look fantastic. Oh man, they look glorious. Getting some nice shots there. But we've got a lot of French reserves. A lot of French reserves. Come on, Sicily. So the attackers are it's been a rough start. It's been a really rough start, especially for Denmark. And Spain is just pushing them back further and further. The archers though, look at that. Get some kills, man. I guess they can't really. This is an archer unit stuck in melee. This lone archer, while his archer brothers continue to fire. Brave, brave man. But we do have the chivalric knights marching forward, so this is good. This is good. Even though Denmark, you know, honestly, he might just lose his entire army by the end of this battle. But as long as he does enough damage for his allies, it'll be worth it. And look at Sicily just trying to break through with pure muscle. He's got his Hospitaller. He's got some Norman Knights and some Broken Lances trying to just fight their way through. But it's been a tough battle. It's been a tough battle for the attacker. Here we go. Nice. I like to see this. The French are pushing through the other choke points. So that's going to be pretty solid there. They really need to commit more in the choke points. And look at this. They are pushing them back. Even the Pavis are stuck in melee. Nice. So they broke through the choke point here. Now what they need to do is help out their ally over here, Denmark. Get around these Spanish and just cut them down. Pretty epic fight here in this little street. There's a lot of bodies, a lot of troops here holding the line. There we go. Look at that. He's got his Scots Guard firing at the stationary men here who are open for, to archer fire, which is always smart. This is something everyone should do. If a defender is going to leave his forces right in the opening here, shoot at him. And look at this. That's causing him to charge out, and that's a really big mistake. He's leaving his defenses, and now the French are going to be able to charge in and surround him. Oh my god, I feel that mortar. It's like an earthquake crashing down. Look at that. The mortar got all these kills here. That's great. Sicily breaking. That could be because of the mortar. They might have got hit by the mortar. Oh my god. A massive chain rout by Sicily. Things were looking really good for them. I thought they were going to break through the defenses, but unfortunately not. And Spain over here is getting kind of crazy. I don't know if he did this by accident, but these guys are going to get cut down by the Danish Chivalric Knights. Yeah, they're screwed. There's no way in. Yeah, Denmark, cut them down. Now is your opportunity. Here we go. It's like a little pitch battle out here. Little field battle. Here we go. Chivalric Knights charging in. Ah, he sees that they are vulnerable over here, so he's going to try to expose their flank. Actually, no, he's going to go for the archers. I don't know how I feel about that. Or maybe he's just lining up. But he needs to quickly attack those Venetians before they set up a defense, which they're trying to do right now. Franklin is sending over some broken lances. Oh, yes, it's too late. It's too late. Well, at least it's sidetracking them. What is Spain doing? Oh my god, they had a huge force out there. What did we miss? They did a sally out there. Yes, and some Venetians. So, really, Sicily has been pretty beaten up. Like, Sicily, after that chain rout, really, they don't have much. But the good news for Spain is that they have a catapult and a mortar. Oh my god. Yes. This is the things we live for, ladies and gentlemen. Good old catapult just wrecking lives, destroying dreams. But it will not deserve the title of, the dream destroyer, or destroyer of dreams, because the Mangonel deserves that title. Oh my god. Oh, they roasted some feudal knights there, French feudal knights. And now the French are charging in. Come on. They can break through, I believe. Why are they leaving? What are they doing? They're retreating back. They're doing a tactical retreat there. Got a lot of French just waiting. I like the patience, but eventually you gotta go in. Oh, another good volley in the Pavis. Yeah, Sicily is down to like just Pavis. It's tragic. And the Strads over here. Look, remember those Strads? They've been harassing the attackers the whole time. Got some Aventurier trying to cut them down, which they might actually do. But back to this epic brawl. This always creates the most chaotic mosh pit of battles. Oh my god, it is laggy. That's tragic in itself. But Denmark's holding on. He's got to send in more Chivalric Knights, but it looks like the battle out here is still going on. But they are cutting down these conquistadors, so that was a pretty big mistake by the defenders. But they still have a lot of troops left, and the balance of power is a bit more even now. Look at that beautiful French army trying to push their way through. After playing the medieval mod for Total War Rome 2, the units here look very, I wouldn't say cartoony, but very arcadey. But it's still just glorious. You know how they, especially for like the first Rome, you know, every faction was like super color coordinated. You know, like Rome, the Julii were super red, and the Seleucids or Seleucids were like white and silver. And I mean, it's pretty much how Rome 2 is too. You know, it's pretty obvious to tell which faction is which. But in Attila, it's like impossible to tell. Ooh, good use of the Pavis here. So the French are trying to clean up this mess. They're trying to recover this siege battle. And they are breaking through the choke points, and they're going for the catapults. But the conquistadors, the general bodyguard actually, conquistadors here, protecting the general, trying to kill off these Shiverick Knights. It's going to be an epic battle of elite troops. Oh my god. Every time it fires, I got to make sure to see. Yeah, very wise here, using the walls to protect his men against that catapult. And Spain is holding pretty well here, but Denmark is breaking through. His Shiverick Knights are victorious after killing the Spanish that charged out, that sallied out. Now he's going to be able to push through and break the defenses and hopefully help his Sicilian brothers and his French brothers. Also, they need to get archers up here. Also, they need to kill these Venetian archers. I know they don't have ammo, but move them out of there so you can put your own archers up there. Yeah, they're really missing an opportunity there. What? Like, this could be super, super helpful if they could just get Norse archers to fire down at the Spanish defenders and the Venetians. But here we go. France still trying to push through here. Pretty glorious fight, guys. I've enjoyed this siege greatly. The blood, the slaughter is pleasing the gods in Olympus. Even though nobody believes in them anymore at this time. But Spain could easily get surrounded here, and you could cut them down. Oh yes, look at this, the Pavis. This is what I'm talking about. Well done from Sicily. Using his noggin, getting some kills. Oh, one more volley. Oh, nice. Oh, he's charging in. He's ruthless. Ruthless. Where's Denmark? What? Denmark? His men are breaking? Wait, how did this happen? Was it from the catapult? How did they break? Oh man, God, this is why you need your general alive. That sucks. He could have done a lot of damage over there. We got the French noble knights. Oh, the general could kill the Spanish general there. Oh man, that's a good, look at this. Nice line here of Pavis getting fantastic kills. Come on, Venetians. Hold. Yeah, they're going to beat these Shiverick Knights. Pretty sure. There's just not enough French. Oh, and they're breaking. Alright, don't let anyone else see this breaking French unit. It's going to cause fear amongst the French army. But the French are definitely cutting through the center. And he's got even more infantry coming through. Some Shiverick Knights. Okay, so I think the attackers are going to finally conquer the second layer wall, but they still have to conquer this. And oh, the Sicilian general is dead. I don't think that's a huge deal because the Sicilians are pretty much out except for their crossbows. But yeah, it really comes down to the French trying to win this battle. And I don't know if the French infantry, if there's enough of them and there's enough archers, but they need to use the walls. They really do. Like, they need to put their archers up here. Oh, the Shiverick Knights are returning, I guess. I guess a mortar caused them to break. Because usually when they break like that in big numbers, it's from a mortar. And they're going to return to the fight. But they're they're shaken. So they could break easily. But he needs to get them in there. I'm kind of surprised that Denmark still has a lot of infantry. Like, Sicily is just completely evaporated from this fight. Super chain route. And that's why, guys, you don't want to clump up your forces like that. Like, it will cause mass routes. Yeah, it's down to France, basically. France and a little bit of Denmark. I don't think they have it in them to win this one. I think this is going to be a nice defense here from the defenders. But we'll see. I mean, you never know. I've seen crazier things before in Total War. Like my 10,000 knight siege battle. That was an insane battle. I thought we lost that one for sure and we turned it around. That was crazy. But yeah, here we are. French still, you know, pushing on through. I think the French are going to get the most kills here. Denmark might get a lot of kills too. Oh my god. That is not good. You want to prevent that. Oh, silence that catapult. And now the pikes are holding the line against these Shiverick Knights and the French noble knights. Like, he's trying to swing his axe and like cut the pikes. Oh, they're switching the swords now. All right. But they still have to worry about the Venetian pavis over here. It seems like the attackers are not too worried about the archers. Oh, the general. He's burnt to a crisp. There we go. I'm still waiting. Okay, I want someone to go through my channel and get every time a general dies from artillery, just make a little montage of that. It would be a long montage because that's happened like 100 times. And the French are breaking because of that. Their general has perished into one epic volley from the catapult. And it looks like the attackers are going to be defeated. We still have some Aventurier trying to get some last minute kills. You know, just trying to fluff up the stats. Come on, let's watch this volley. Pretty cool volley. Right into the Spanish. And we do have a mid defeat there, so I think the French are mid defeat. Denmark is not giving up the fight though. I love the fight and Fearless, even though he had such a rough beginning. And finally he's got his archers up here on the walls, which is good. So I think he's gonna do like a last minute stand here. So I think we deserve to watch this stand without like fast forwarding or anything. So here we go. Denmark, we believe in you. After such difficulties, such adversity, oh, you broke. You broke and you're dead. Alright, we'll fast forward now. Alright, so that's the battle, guys. It was a pretty epic beginning and middle. It didn't exactly end super close, but it was very glorious. Some very intense fighting in this street, which is usually what happens for this siege fortress. So yeah, Denmark is letting his infantry fight over here. I guess there we go. There's the end results, and well done from both defenders here, both getting a large amount of kills. And I believe this was sent in by, yes, Venice. So thank you for the battle replay. It was pretty awesome. The mortar getting 100. He has two. Oh, he had 2 mortars, and he got 141 kills with one of them. I never get that amount of kills with my mortar. That's why I always tend to bring catapults. His heavy infantry getting over 100 kills. So well done, Venice. You did a great job. And a good game to the attackers. Fearless, you really struggled there for a little bit, but you kept fighting, and we can all tip our hat to that. And Joker, I'm kind of surprised the French didn't get the most kills. He seemed to be managing his army the best, but actually Sicily got 535 kills. So well done, guys. I hope you enjoyed this siege battle, and I'll see you next time.